Hello.
Hello.
In this video we are going on a road trip from New York City to Florida with our 9-month-old baby Emma. My name's Chris, this is my wife Rosella, and this is our baby Emma. We've just arrived in the US. We got here on a flight late last night. We've just spent one night in an Airbnb and we're about to start our journey to Florida. We got the cheapest hire car we could possibly find. We spent a long time looking for the best deal we could. We got a cheap car, and then when we were actually handed the hire car, there was a very, very kind gentleman called Brian, thank you Brian, who instead of giving us the cheap car we were supposed to get, the small one, he decided to give us a free upgrade to this very James Bond-esque Mazda 6. Which has more room inside it for our bags. So we were very happy about that. The only thing is, as an afterthought, we thought actually this car is going to consume a lot more fuel. So we'll see just how much more it costs us in fuel to go from New York to Florida. Fortunately, the fuel here costs a lot less than in Europe, so hopefully it won't be too bad. By the way, if you're interested in how the long haul flight went with Emma and some tips and tricks that we've got for flying with a baby, then you can check out this video. Let's go. Beep beep. There's your bottle of water to play with, look. Wow, water. Right then, we wasted literally about an hour trying to put in the address that we're going to right now into the GPS. But I think we've got it in the end. So we've got our phone as well. We downloaded some Google Maps. I think I'm going to make a video about how to do that actually at some point in the future. But you can download Google Maps onto your phone, and then you don't need to use your mobile data. It's got the map stored in the phone's memory. It is 9:20, day one. So let's hit the road. Okay, this is freaky. I've got cruise control on, which I have used before, but this has got a kind of automatic braking system as well, so I'm not actually doing anything with my right foot now at all. The car is braking for me and then speeding back up again. This isn't me. The bus just pulled in, the car just slowed down, and as they accelerate away, the car does the same. It picks up speed to the maximum 50 miles an hour. It's quite weird. No doubt other people have experienced this already and that's just normal, but for me this is the first time I've ever seen it, so it's very strange indeed. Well, here we are at the first stop. We've come to a shopping centre because we're going to be getting some T-Mobile SIM card, which gives you internet as a tourist. Emma was good, weren't you, darling? You slept for about an hour, didn't you? An hour and a half. Yes, you did, and then you woke up a little bit cranky, but we were nearly here. So now we're here and we are going to get some food and get ourselves a SIM. Right then, here we are in a random service station because Emma started to kick off a little bit, didn't you, darling? She was crying. We had to stop, didn't we? To give you a little break. Some milkies, and we've changed your nappy as well, haven't we? So hopefully, you're tired as well, aren't you? So hopefully Emma will sleep when we set off again. But you never know, do you? Generally, going in the car helps them helps encourage them to sleep. But if they don't go to sleep and they start crying, it gets very stressful very quickly. So hopefully this doesn't happen too many times during this trip. Well, we just had another pit stop there. Emma was crying again, so we stopped and we went to a little picnic area over the road there. We just sat, had some food, and there was a squirrel to entertain Emma for a while as well, which was nice. So now we've got 140 miles left for today, so we're going to try and crack on and get those done. Good morning. Well, it's a rainy day today, but we're not going to let that dampen our spirits, are we? I'll come and show you what we've got for breakfast, which is quite cool. Yippee, waffle time! Well, Rosella just looked at this spray here, just out of curiosity. We thought it was going to be some kind of oil, vegetable oil or something.
Butter, I don't know.
Yeah, but if you look at the ingredients, water, silicone. Silicone is the second most abundant ingredient in this. I didn't even... Nice. Is that actually edible?
Yummy.
Right then, it is 20 past 11 and we're only just ready to leave now, aren't we? Even though we woke up before 6.
Yeah.
And all we've done so far is have breakfast and get ready, and that's it.
And Emma, she slept.
Yeah, but you live in a parallel dimension when you've got a baby, don't you? So,
and also last night we arrived very late.
Yeah, we arrived late last night. We haven't had that much sleep, really, but there we are.
5 hours.
Yeah, so we're now about to leave our Econo Lodge, which was pretty much the cheapest place we could find here, and it was alright. It gave us a place to sleep and get ready, so it served its purpose. We were supposed to be going to a place called Carytown today to have a look around before leaving, which is supposed to be kind of a cool hipster shabby chic kind of place, but it's raining still, so we're just going to bin that. We'll see if we can maybe do it on the way back up from Florida to New York. Anyway, let's get going. Done fuel for the first time. We had only a quarter of a tank left, but to fill up the car it was $30. So mega cheap. The price here is $2.53 per gallon. Well, this isn't really what I imagined when I thought about a road trip across America, but you take what you're given, I guess. Well, we stumbled across a Lidl of all shops. So we went in there, got ourselves some lunch. We got a baguette and guacamole, ham, stuff like that. We made some sandwiches here in the car park and ate those, and then we went back in and got some shopping. It is 10 to 6 and we've got about 3 hours 40 minutes left. So it's not always very straightforward. You know, Emma, she's old enough to not be like a tiny newborn baby that sleeps all the time. You know, she needs kind of entertaining and things, but at the same time she's not old enough to put her in front of a film or something or whatever, and for her to be entertained like that. So she's kind of in that middle age. Anyway, let's hit the road again and see how quickly we can get to our destination. Well, this was quite serendipitous. Rossella and I just said it'd be nice to just drive through. Yes, Emma, didn't she? Said it'd be nice to drive through one of these little neighbourhoods if we had the time. And we were like, yeah, it would, wouldn't it? And then the GPS took us on a U-turn through a little neighbourhood. So here we go. That's what we're doing.
Cool.
This is more how I imagined the road trip in the US. The sun is kind of shining, the weather's nice. And we've just seen a little place there on the map, just randomly called Godwin. We just thought, well, we need a coffee, so why don't we just swing off and see a random little town. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to take the next exit and go and visit Godwin. So this is Godwin. Let's see if we can get a cup of coffee in here. I think it's looking quite unlikely, to be honest, but you never know. Seek and ye shall find. So we didn't find anywhere in the town, but just going back towards the road we found the shop. So we've got ourselves, we didn't get coffee, we got energy drinks, but they should have the desired effect.
Yeah.
The energy drinks worked! Woohoo! Right then, it's 11:30 at night. And we've just got to our hotel in, is it St. George here?
Yes.
A place called St. George, which is in South Carolina. It's quite a cool atmosphere here if I open the door. Lots of crickets and frogs, I believe. This hotel is nicer than yesterday's, so I might as well show you it, eh? There we go. Right then, time to unload all the bags again, and then get some kind of evening meal, and then get some sleep. See you tomorrow. Yeah, you get the cheaper price if you pay inside.
Ah, lo vai pagare dentro. Dove sempre andare, Emma? A Orlando. Yeah. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Well, we have checked out the hotel. We've just filled up with gas, and now we're going to hit the road. We're going to go to Savannah today, and hopefully have a look around there on our way down to Orlando. This will be the last day of our trip. There she blows, the Peachtree Inn. It's quite nice, wasn't it?
Yeah. Good value for money.
Yeah. Some things we've noticed about the roads here, which are different from the UK or Europe. For a start, A lot of the time there's no central reservation. There is here, there are some cables in the middle between the two carriageways, but a lot of the time there isn't. So in the case of an accident, you could end up on the other side into oncoming traffic. Also, the lorries, if you look to the right there, the lorries have no guards underneath. And that's really strange, you know. You can imagine getting a car stuck under there in case of an accident, so that's pretty crazy. There's also a lot of trees by the side of the motorways, and there's no barrier separating the motorway from the trees, so you could be doing 70 miles an hour, and if something happens, you could end up hitting a tree. So for these reasons, the roads seem to be quite a lot less safe. That may just be an impression, but that's the impression that I've got, and we've already seen a few accidents on the journey. So it'd be interesting, actually. I will Google it, the mortality rate on the roads in the US and compare it to the UK. But actually the drivers seem to be very patient here. That's one thing I've noticed. I haven't seen anybody throughout the whole journey look as though they're losing their temper at all, whereas, you know, you tend to get that in the UK. Drivers lose their patience more often on the roads, I think. Anyway, thoughts of a Brit driving for the first time in America. Well, this traffic is not moving at all at the moment, or very, very slowly, so we're going to take the opportunity and have some food on the go. Hopefully this isn't going to mess up our plans to see Savannah today. So many big birds of prey around. Beautiful. Huge. Well, we pulled off into Savannah and worked our way to the town centre. Pulled into a car park, and because it's a Sunday, the car park is free. Ka-ching! So we've had some food in the car, had a little picnic in there, and now we're going to go for a walk around this beautiful town. We've seen it online, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Well, this place is gorgeous, first impression. I think we're probably going to be a little bit sad to go so quickly, because I think we could probably spend a couple of days here quite easily. But it's nice to break the journey up and do something that isn't sitting in the car for hour after hour. So these trees are quite particular, and when we first found this place, Savannah, we googled it and we saw the trees and we thought, well, this will be a nice place to walk around in the shade, because, you know, it's very hot this time of year. It's about 95 degrees Fahrenheit today, whatever that is in Celsius. So it is nice to have shade to walk around in. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you think, Emma? It's nice, isn't it? Getting tired, aren't you? Well, we found a cool place to stop for a rest. We've got 2 ginger ales. We're just going to chill for a bit here before moving on. Do it right. Drive so far today. Very beautiful. Been lots of rivers and a bazillion trees to see, which has been very nice. The weather's been good too. It's been nice and sunny, no rain at all today, but that appears to be about to change, because in front of us there appears to be a big wall of water. So if it is going to rain, which it looks like it is, I hope it comes and goes quite quickly, because I really don't like driving at night when there's lots of spray and rain everywhere, because you can't really see very well at all. Oh god, something over in the middle of the swamp there as well. Well, it is 20 past 1 in the morning and nearly 1,200 miles later we have arrived in Orlando. However, we are all very tired and we're going to go to bed and we will catch up with you in the morning. Wow, bath time! Isn't it lovely? So nice, won't you? So we had a good sleep last night and we're feeling rested and ready to explore Orlando today. So just to finish this video, we drove 1,200 miles, more or less, over the course of 3 full days. I would say that tempo was about right. With a baby, you wouldn't want to do it any quicker than that. You could take more time if you had more time available. We've only got 3 weeks in the US and we didn't want to dedicate more than 6 days of that to driving. So we've got 3 days down here. We've got stuff to do in Florida. My best mate is getting married. Looking forward to that, Ryan. And then we've got another 3-day drive back north to get back to New York before we spend some time there too. It worked out well for us with this kind of timescale. Little tips and tricks, we use booking.com to find good accommodation. For example, this place, it's a very nice hotel, nice pool there, and you get free breakfast, and for the 3 of us it was $50 per night, so pretty good deal really considering the price of accommodation here. And other things, we found it more efficient to feed Emma whilst we were driving, so Rosella and I would eat and then Emma would eat while we were driving because that would save us probably 20 minutes each time. That worked well. The roads are good, drivers are nice and courteous, nobody lost their temper at all, despite, you know, being a Brit on the road I probably did some things wrong, but everyone was really very nice, so that was good. Fairly safe roads, nice pleasant trip, lots to see. Would I recommend it? Yes, it was a very enjoyable trip and kind of a once in a lifetime thing, isn't it? Would I recommend it with a baby? That depends on the baby, not just the baby but also the period of time in their life. They go through phases. Emma was really good. She probably cried for a total of about 15 minutes over the 3 days, which is very stressful. When they cry and kick off, it's not good to be driving, but we were lucky with Emma. You'll know your own child, and if they're generally very good, then this hasn't been a problem for us. It was quite an easy trip. So there you go, it's your call. This was our experience. Right then, thank you for watching. Before you leave, check out the other videos on my channel. I make videos on all kinds of different subjects, and if you like what you see, then click on that subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'd be interested to read your comments if you got any, so stick them down there. Okay, that's it. See you in the next video, and until then, don't forget, love life.